welcome to the Weekends Over podcast. We're back once again here to talk about last week's NFL games and also give you our picks for this week. So, Taylor, go ahead and say hi.
What's up?
Max just said
Max already said
hello
hello.
with his burp.
Up.
Yeah, Taylor, go ahead and give us a wrap up of last week and tell us
Well,
our
we
records.
didn't really have any success with our parlays and stuff, but record
I
wise,
almost did.
you almost did. Alex got the closest, I believe. Record wise, we all finished over 500. Max won the week this week, so good for Max. I think this is the first time he's won an NFL week in a minute. Um, Finally
He's
back over
throwing
500.
jabs.
You went 11-4 this week, Max, which puts you to 64-61. So you're back to making money. Um, I went 9-6. I actually finished third this week, but I'm still second at 73-53. And Alex is still in first. He went 10-5, sorry. And he's 75-50. So, um,
Just building that lead more and more and more, Taylor. More. I'm not even worried about Max
and we talked
anymore.
about basketball. I think we talked about basketball in the picks, our results last video, but everybody was pretty good except for Max. Alex went 5-1, I went 4-2, and Max went 2-4. We're only picking 2 college basketball games this week, though.
Let me just say Auburn. I had my sneak last. No, it might have been my sneak, might have been my lock. I don't know which one it was, but
It
just
was your sneak because it was a Monday.
yeah, Auburn, Bruce Pearl. You're really lame keeping your players in.
He didn't
Hitting
keep
it
his players in. He just didn't go to like full on bench. He did have backups and just not.
38 and a half, and they shoot a three-pointer with 20 seconds left to go over. Very lame. Very lame.
100-59 was the final. It was like 77-48 with like 5 minutes left in the game.
So lame. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, here to talk about last week's games. Let's talk about the big game that happened last week, which was the Bills and the Lions.
Max was so. I mean, I told y'all during this, I felt
Yeah.
so. Max was just right. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. It was just, well, there might be a reason. The Lions'
Time to
injuries
lose. Just in time.
just in time, but the injuries are starting them out. That's a different discussion. Well, it's in this discussion, but you're just not going to go 17-1, so you're going to lose. So I guess that's what happened. But the Bills are playing really good on offense
Yep, their offense is
last
on
2
fire.
weeks. Yeah.
Josh Allen is just going insane. Everything that he's making, the plays, the running. I mean, he's
Would
good.
you? Are they in line for a 1 seed because they play the Patriots twice and the Jets once? So I wouldn't be shocked if they went 3-0. Are they? Do they
Chiefs would
still
have
need the
to
Chiefs
lose.
to lose
Chiefs
again?
would have to lose. They've only lost one game. I think the Bills have lost two or three.
But as long as, oh yeah, they can tie though because they have the tiebreaker, right?
Yes, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know their
Yeah,
schedules.
the Bills beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah, they did. They did. But still, like I said, they need the Chiefs to lose two games. So
Oh yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. But they'll be the 2.
yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, Bills looked great. I mean, offensively, the Lions looked great as well. It's just that game was more of who could stop the other team, and the Bills had the first couple stops in the game, so they were just up ahead for pretty much the whole game, and they couldn't really do anything after that. Also, big note to add to that is the Lions lost David Montgomery. I think he's just out for the regular season. I think he could be back for the
He
no.
broke his leg.
Oh, he broke his leg. I didn't know he broke his leg.
Yeah. Did you see the? Keep talking. I got to pull up a stat on him.
No, I mean, so I thought he was going to be able to come back. I didn't know he broke his leg. I thought it was just like, I don't know. But big loss for them, but they also do have Jameer Gibbs. So that's one of the teams, like, where if you were going to, not to say, like, it's a good thing that he got injured, but
Hey,
they can
actually,
handle it.
no, they just came out with a report today. Sorry to interrupt you. That they thought it was season ending, but now there's a thing.
That's what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. But it would have to be, like, late
It was his
playoffs.
knee, not his foot. Who broke their? Somebody broke their leg in that game. It was a defensive guy. I got him confused.
Well, I know Nick Chubb broke his foot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they just were kind of having to play catch up the whole time. They just never could. Both teams are still great. I still think, I mean,
Hey,
They're
his
probably two of the top 3 teams right there.
David Montgomery's season total over under
Oh, the
rushing yards.
749
It was
something.
775.5. Max, guess what he got finished with when he broke his or he tore his knee up? 775.5 was the over under. He finished at 775.
Mm,
Mhm.
that's good.
So
You're
if
gonna
you
have to
took
speak up. We can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Now we
now we
can.
can.
Fuck you. Can you hear that?
And you yeah, we
We
did.
did hear that.
Um
Max's the other headphones that he has, he did not charge, so he's
Max, you
back
got any
to.
thoughts on Bills Lions?
I'm correct.
You did pick the Bills. I almost went back and did it.
You're the only one that got it right.
And Josh Allen's just been, man, MVP.
So we'll have that discussion in a little bit because I know I see a lot of people talking about Lamar Jackson should be MVP.
They're putting up the same numbers, but one team's winning more games, so that's probably going to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Like I just based off fantasy points, they both scored the exact same number. They both scored 49.8, something like that. So, but like one team's winning and one team's. I'm not saying the Ravens aren't winning, but like not as good. Yeah, part of that's Justin Tucker's lost
Defense.
them 2 games, but yes, I
Yeah.
agreed with that too.
Taylor, I want you to take the next topic, the Colts.
Holy fuck! First of all, this was a weird game for me because there was playoff implications if the Colts would have won. They actually were set up nicely to make it. It was their last game over a team versus somebody over 500, but I've never had to pull against Bo Nix before. And I mean, honestly, Bo Nix did me a solid. He threw 3 picks. He tried to lose the game, but then Jonathan fucking Taylor, you fucking idiot, has not scored a touchdown in like 3 or 4 weeks. Drops ball before he goes in so he could time his fucking dance out, and then the the Colts call one of the worst double pass plays in the history of double pass plays, and
That was hilarious.
I mean, what the fuck's the receiver doing taking his time to throw the ball back across the field? I don't know. I mean, the Colts just suck. But I will say the Broncos defense, I do have a thought about the Broncos. Now they're kind of in trouble here as we talk right now, but
I saw
I
that.
do I think the Broncos are a team that could be a potential sneak to make a run in the playoffs because if they can get non-dumbass Bo and he just plays normal or goes on a hot streak with their defense, they're set up nicely. So
Mhm.
I didn't really have much to add on that. I just wanted to vent, but I do think the Broncos are set up nicely, depending on what their draw is, what seed. I think them and the Chargers can be. This is pretty big for seeding, I think, because I think whoever loses this is probably the 7, and then whoever wins it's the 6. 'Cause I think either the Steelers or the Ravens will be the 5, right? They
Yeah.
both have, yeah.
I
That could
mean,
be.
it's crazy how fast that game turned after him dropping the ball
It
because
was if
it was a close game. It
it
was actually a close game the
was
whole time.
13-7. And
Yeah.
when he ran it in, it was 19-7. It would have been 20-7. And then by the time that they had like ran like 6 minutes off the clock, the Colts were down 3 touchdowns instead of being up 2.
It was just crazy momentum shift. But are they still your Colts? Is that still your team?
No, I bleed red. I bleed red now. Just red. And maybe some orange. This is my bow. This is my
All right. How about the Eagles?
I
First
didn't
of
get to
all,
watch much of this. Did you get to watch any of this?
I got to see a lot of the highlights. So pretty much what I got from the highlights was Jalen Hurts actually threw the ball really well last game, and
And that's what you thought would not happen, correct?
yes, that is what I said. That is why I went with Pittsburgh. I said Pittsburgh will make it hard for him to throw it, and they're going to be able to need to do that, and they won't be able to. That's why I picked Pittsburgh. But prove me wrong. I mean, hey, he looked good, threw for a lot of yards, and also, did you see how they ended the game?
Uh,
10-minute drive, not letting Pittsburgh get the ball back. 10-minute drive in
wow.
the fourth quarter.
That's 2006 Auburn-esque.
That's wild. Like especially in the NFL, letting that happen. So Pittsburgh, I mean, they're playing really good, really good. You don't want to play them. I would not want to play them if I got into playoffs. That'd be a scary team because obviously Saquon, but Jalen starts throwing the ball really well, and their defense already is pretty stingy. They're a tough team. They'd be
They
really scary
have
for them.
the Steelers have a tough finish. If we're just talking about that division right now, um, they play the Ravens this Saturday, and they're one game ahead of the Ravens right now. So all intents and purposes, pretty big. But their finish is they got to play the Chiefs still, and then they play the Bengals to close. So not they don't
Yeah,
have
they're
that
playing good.
division locked up, especially if they lose. They really need to win. It's in
They
Baltimore.
got they need to beat the Bengals. That I know that's not like that's their easiest game, but that's not an easy game to win.
So the Ravens finished Texans Browns. So after this game,
Mhm.
so
I saw a pretty funny, not funny, but interesting stat. This is the first time that Lamar Jackson will play at the Steelers in the regular season in his whole career. All the other times he has been out, he has been like in front of fans. Excuse me, in
oh
front
yeah,
of
because
fans.
either out or because they're resting him or he's been hurt. Because
That and then
normally it's the
also
last game of the regular season.
or 2020 when he did COVID, he didn't play in front of fans. Just a weird little fact.
I like the Ravens in that. We'll get to that later.
What are you laughing at?
You
What am I doing?
being gay.
I mean, true.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right,
Fun.
AFC playoffs pretty much set. Taylor,
There was a stat I was listening to this Thursday night broadcast or whatever, and I can't find it now, but somebody said that this would be if it gets locked up this weekend, which all they need is the Colts to lose, I believe. Once this would be the first time ever that since the merger that the AFC playoffs were finished locked up, like everybody was clinched with 2 weeks left. Um, I think that's a byproduct of the extra game. No, like just
yeah.
like less games mean it would be closer. So if you keep adding games, then they're gonna have less meaningless games down the stretch. That's kind of why I put that in there. But yeah, no, it's just seeding right now. Like, we kind of talked about it. Like it's the Chiefs are gonna get the 1 seed, the Bills are gonna be the 2. I imagine the winner of the North will be the 3, and the Texans will be the 4, and then the loser of the North's the 5, and then whoever wins this Broncos Chargers game is the 6, and the other team's the 7. And that's literally it.
I know the Bengals can still get in, but they need so much to happen.
Well, the Dolphins, the Colts, and the Bengals can all still get in, but they need the Chargers to lose out.
Mhm.
Or I think for the Bengals, the Broncos can lose out. The Colts can't get in if the Broncos uh, the Colts can't jump the Broncos at this point. So, but they can jump the Chargers. It's kind of weird.
Um, it says Eagles, Lions, Vikings battle for the 1 seed. I know we were talking about it earlier. You said you actually think excuse me,
Well,
the
I think I
you're talking
trust the
about you're talking
Vikings.
for
I
the
know.
North,
I think
yeah.
the Eagles are going to be the 1 seed. I, I
Mhm.
I trust. I'm starting, and it has nothing to do with anything that like Dan Campbell or the Lions have done. It's just like, dude, they keep their defense is depleted.
Yeah.
They were not this bad as they have been the last few weeks, but everybody on their team's hurt. So,
Well, that is the Bills that they just went against, so they're gonna make you look bad,
well,
obviously. I think like what we talked about earlier this year was the offense. The
the
offense is
offense has
that
been
good.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm just saying, I trust the Eagles. So, like, if I if I trusted a team right now to go to Philadelphia, because that's what we're talking about here in the NFC Championship game, you kind of need defense,
Yeah. I
don't
mean, I
you?
know. Yeah.
So, like, I almost trust the Vikings more right now. That's just kind of my point. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess y'all can agree or disagree on that. I just threw that out there as a thought.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it works out. NFL MVP Max. Who do you have right now winning? If you voted today,
Josh Allen,
why is he over Lamar?
because he's been going brazy.
going crazy.
Yep.
So
I have them pulled up.
I know the stats right now. What is the odds right now,
So
Taylor?
Josh Allen is a clear runaway favorite right now at
Yeah.
-900. Lamar's second at +550. I mean, the reason that he's going to win it over Lamar because
Team.
he's going crazy, but they're both putting up stats. But like I'm just saying, one team's 11-3, one team's 9-5. It just,
Mhm.
um, I guess hypothetically, if the Bills had a shitty finish with their schedule and the Ravens won out, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be one of those two. I think. I mean, Saquon's pretty far back now at +1300. I mean, man, this is any other year Saquon might really have a shot, but the two quarterbacks have just kind of dominated.
Well, he's had 2 slow games. Like these past 2 games, he actually had slower games, and that's the because he
Well,
was
you
a
knew it was going to happen. He'd had some ridiculous games, law of averages and such. You're not going
yeah,
to run for 180 yards every
yeah.
game.
I've seen a lot of people hating on, not really hating, but saying Lamar deserves it more. And you look at his stats, he actually does have better throwing stats. He's thrown for more touchdowns. I believe he's thrown for less picks.
He
He
has
actually
thrown less picks.
and he has more rushing yards, but not more rushing touchdowns. But I think it is what you're saying. One team's better and the better quarterback. The stats are pretty similar. It's not like he's blowing them out of the water and anything. So I think it just does come down to like who has the better team, who's the most valuable player on their team, which is interesting to say. But I think what Josh Allen is doing with the Bills as opposed to what Lamar is doing with the Ravens, I think it's a little bit more impressive. I do
He's
think
less talent on offense.
exactly. That's exactly. The Ravens have Derrick Henry. If it really came down
Yeah.
to it, they could
That,
put
that there you go. Not to interrupt, but there you go. That's why he's
yeah,
not going to win it because Derrick Henry. But I promise you, the Ravens would much. Lamar Jackson is fine with having Derrick Henry and
yeah.
having a good chance to win it instead of just having.
I mean, he already has 2 MVPs. Does he really? I mean, he does care. He doesn't want to win another one, but like,
I,
it's not going to hurt his feelings if he goes and
how
not
many
winning
does
it.
Josh have?
0. This will be his
See,
first.
yeah, this will be his first. But I'll tell you what, I think Lamar wants to win a Super Bowl more than he gives a shit about an MVP.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you. I bet Josh Allen also wants to win a Super Bowl. Wait, like at this point, because listen, man, I'm gonna pull for the Bills in the playoffs because like I just they've been good for so long. You know, not
They're a fun
everybody went.
team. They're a
They're a
fun
fun
team.
team. They deserve. I'd love to see that. I don't want to see the Chiefs back in the Super Bowl. I don't.
Have y'all
Uh,
seen Josh Allen's old tweets?
you could start a bad conversation with that. Have you
Mhm.
seen so and so's old tweets?
They're pretty funny.
I deleted all mine.
But why?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I made you.
Why?
They were too perfect.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I think my favorite
People
one.
were uh, people were upset with some of my good takes.
Their
I didn't delete
takes.
any of my ref tweets though. They're
You
still
should
there.
you should keep those up. If you want to see Taylor Thompson complain about the refs, just go to his Twitter. I also have a tweet of his refs tweets where I just video recorded and typed in Taylor Thompson's app, and I did refs, and you just see me scrolling for
It's
like
Taylor. It's Taylor 0097, and
yeah,
then just put.
you just see me scrolling. It's just scroll, scroll, and it's
Ironically, a
all
lot of
it
that was
say
from
all it's
Auburn's Final
saying
Four run.
all it's saying is these refs suck. What are these refs doing? The refs want us to lose. How much do they pay to refs? It's just that on repeat since 2015 or 2014.
I think about 2014. That's when I got Twitter or
Uh,
X. I'm sorry, Elon.
I saw this like
Elon sponsors the pod.
true. I saw this reporter when like Josh Allen was really young or just going to the NFL, asking about his old tweets, and he was just like he like had a smirk on his face, and he was like, "That's the old me." I did those tweets when I was little, which obviously, yeah, those tweets when he did them, they're like 2013, and I mean he's probably our age, so that's like him when he was 13. But it was just so funny that they were still up. I wonder if they're still up. One was like, "I like to drive naked," or something like that, just stupid shit like that. But yeah, I also do agree. MVP. Uh, I think Jaden Daniels pretty much is the he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year, and then he's going to be the rookie of the year. Excuse me. Uh, Hold on one second. Y'all take over. I gotta do something for Onyx.
We're kicking him off the pod, dude.
See
This
the
is like the
fumble?
fourth time.
Taylor, they fumbled.
Did the Chargers fumble?
Oh, they called him down.
Guys, we're watching. They called him down.
Did Onyx shit?
No, he's sitting there whining.
Tell Onyx to shut the fuck up, or I'll shut the door in his face again.
Yeah.
This is a big telltale. He was down.
Yep.
Y'all want to go ahead and just go to the pick'em?
Yep.
I don't really think there was anything else to talk about. Correct?
No.
Chiefs survived again.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes' ankle. He should be
Yeah,
fine.
he's gonna play though. He's gonna
Yeah.
play this week.
Yep. All right. I mean, obviously we have a game right now.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say anything because I thought maybe if I didn't say anything that it would hit. But if I have Cortland Sutton needs a touchdown.
Bro, I'll pull for this with you, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
No, if Sutton gets a touchdown, I win 320. I've already got Bo Nix over on rushing yards, like 21.5. Dang, I got. Let me look it up. Let me see. Yeah, I got Bo Nix over rushing yards. I got Cameron Dicker, Chargers kicker over 1.5 field goals. I also had Colin Sexton, Utah Jazz over 15 points.
They've all hit besides Sutton.
Yeah, and I have Nikola Jokic on Christmas Day,
That's the
promo.
free one. Dang, that's
So
tough.
I just need a Cortland Sutton touchdown. I win.
I mean, it's not over.
320. It's not over, but it's not
you need
looking
them to
good.
Stop. You need them to stop him.
Oh, fuck me. Score. Don't tackle him.
Touchdown. There we go.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Actually, they needed to tackle him, actually.
All right.
Nah, they'll still try to score, I think.
We won't do this game since it's already on.
Yeah, normally we try to get
about over, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd clearly had the Chargers be up 9 with 2 minutes left, but you know.
All right, Chiefs versus Texans. This is at the Texans. No, this is at the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, it's at Chiefs.
At the Chiefs. Okay, yeah, top team's at the home team. Cool.
That's weird.
Chiefs are -3.5. Max, I'll let you go first.
Give me the Chiefs just because they're at home. Texans had a big win last week. They're trying to get back on the right track.
Yeah, they shut us up.
Yeah, but
they did really.
Chiefs at home. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Taylor?
Yeah, I guess I'll do it. I don't want to waste my money line pick on them again.
I was actually right the first time I picked the Chiefs to cover, and they covered. Shout out to me. I'm also gonna take the Chiefs. Defense looks really good. Texans offensive line has been really shaky, so I'm gonna go Chiefs cover to 3.5.
You know what this means, right? We all picked the Chiefs to cover.
Yeah.
It's not
Go win by 1.
Yeah.
Next up, Ravens versus the Steelers. Ravens at home. Steelers come to town. Ravens. Lamar put up big. I know that's one thing we didn't talk about. Lamar's the game that he had against the Giants. It is the Giants. They do suck.
Well, we kind of mentioned it, but
yeah, Lamar put up 5 touchdown passes. Looked great. Steelers did go and lose to the Eagles. I mean, 21-7. They didn't get the ball back, even though they had for a 10-minute drive in the fourth quarter. Steelers offense can be questionable, but the thing about it is the Ravens don't have a good defense. I'm going to take the Steelers to cover the 6.5 points against the Ravens. Max, what do you think about it?
Give me the Ravens to cover. I thought Russell Wilson looked pretty good first couple games starting, but not so great since.
I'm using my money line. Ravens money line.
That's a good one to use it on. Yeah. All right, Taylor, we're gonna go to you first. Bengals versus the Browns. Bengals-Browns was the first game to have 10 plus turnovers and some other stat that went along with it. I don't know what it was. Bengals looked horrible. They did beat the Titans.
They covered?
Yeah. Browns decided to bench JMO sadly and start DTR or Dorian, whatever his name is. I hate him. He
Dorian
sucks.
Thompson or whatever.
He sucks so bad, and they already announced he's starting for them. I mean, it's just so much more fun to start Jameis. I mean, like, let him go do his thing. He's funny. But yeah, Taylor, what do you think?
What's the line?
8.5 for the Bengals.
God bless. I'm a ride. I'm a ride. Is it in
It's at
Cincinnati?
the Bengals. Yes.
I'm a ride with it.
Yeah, Max.
Cincinnati.
See, the one that I do want to pick the Bengals, but the problem is DTR is gonna, and also Nick Chubb did get hurt, but Ford did look good. But
You could use your money line.
yeah. Let's see the other games are.
All the big
Bro,
names
Bo
got.
Nix just balled.
Did it
They
happen?
just no, they just called him a flag on him. He ran past line of scrimmage, but there was a guy out to his left. He threw it back to him. They called a flag, but he's like, I threw it backwards, and the refs are about to call it off because it was a backwards pass.
Oh, Nick
Yeah,
for luck.
I am gonna use my my
Okay.
money line on the Bengals. The reason I didn't take the 8.5 is I'm worried about the game flow from the Browns. It's gonna be a different. It's not gonna be the same Browns. I'm not even starting Jerry Judy anymore because of that quarterback. I hate him.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. I just he's not fun to watch.
I mean, I get what you're saying. This just seems like where the Bengals
Yeah.
are winning by like 14, and then the Browns score a late touchdown just
Mhm.
because the flow doesn't let them get up that much, and they cover.
Mhm. Next up, Bears versus the Lions. Bears are at home. Lions are 6.5 point favorites. Obviously, we spoke about it previously. Montgomery's out. Bears. Who they play last week?
The oh, that was Ford Max. They
Angle he was at it looked
played
backwards.
the was it Commanders?
No, Commanders
No.
beat the Saints.
Oh, by the way, I got fucked on that whole ordeal.
Oh,
We didn't talk
the
about that.
stop the
The
clock.
stopping the fucking clock because I had them covering. I'll tell you real quick. Yeah, I had them covering and that fucked me. They lost the Vikings by 18.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm taking the Lions to cover the 6.5.
Same. I'm gonna take the Lions to cover 6.5. Caleb Williams is probably right now. I mean, as far as rookie QBs go,
He ain't better than Jaden. He ain't better than Bo.
he's not better than Drake either. I think Drake's looking better than him right now.
No, I would put him with Will Levis right now.
Oh, I mean, Caleb has had those flashes,
Yeah,
but
has Will not had like a
Will's
small
had the
flash?
same flashes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very minimal flashes, mostly shitty. The other guys, I mean, Drake maybe not as good. It's obviously not as good as Bo and Jaden, but of course Drake's on a way worse team, and he just started playing lately, and they don't ask him to
Mhm.
do as much. But
Yeah,
you can definitely tell those three have shown their promise. But Caleb Williams has got a long way to fucking go.
he does.
I'll be honest with you right now, they'd be a much better team with Justin Fields back there.
I think they'd be. I mean, at the worst, they'd be the same team. Honestly, yeah.
I
Max
don't even think, yeah. 6.5 Lions, Bears.
Lions.
Lions. Yeah, good pick. Next up, Panthers versus the Cardinals.
Damn it, Carolina. Damn it, Carolina.
We all decided to drink the Kool-Aid, and what happened? Cowboys went in there and whooped some butt.
It's in Arizona, correct?
Nope, this one's at the Panthers as well.
What's the line?
Panthers +5. I'll let you go first, Taylor.
Give me Arizona -5.
Max.
Panthers +5.
So Cardinals did get a good win against the Patriots last week. A good win. They won. They beat the Patriots.
They're in a division race. The Panthers aren't.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is about the Panthers, they're still trying to win. They're still trying to see what Bryce is doing. I did it last week. I'm gonna do it again. Give me the Panthers. I think they cover. I want to. Bryce,
You
he didn't.
used your money line on this last week.
I did. All right. Next up, Falcons versus Giants. No, excuse me. Commanders versus the Eagles. Possibly game of the week. This is a really good game. It's at the Commanders. Last time that they played, the Eagles kind of dominated. They looked really good on defense against them. Commanders got that win against the Saints. Questionable about the time usage by whoever was running it. Whoever was running it had the under. Not excuse
There's
me,
no
had the
fucking.
cover.
They had to cover because there's no
Yeah.
fucking way They're really lucky they didn't get a 2-point conversion because
Uh-huh.
that would have caused, like, right now it's just people that gambled on it or people like me and you that just did a pick 'em on it. They're bitching.
But
If the Commanders would have lost that in a playoff race,
would have been bad.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the Eagles to cover the 3.5. I think they're just the better team. Commanders, I mean, I don't think that game should have been that close against the Saints to begin with. But yeah, give me the Eagles. Max, what do you think?
Eagles. I think they're just playing better right now.
Same.
Eagles minus 3.5. I believe the first time they played, they just killed them, right?
I don't know if they killed them, but they did. They won.
And that one, and this was in Washington, I know, but still,
The last one was at the Eagles. Yeah.
yeah.
Next up, this is one I almost skipped to. Falcons versus the Giants. Michael Penix is starting. He's
Oh,
going to be
good
the
God.
starter, and he's also
Game of the week. Game of the fucking week right
the
here.
Giants are starting. What's his name? Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Drew Lock
this
versus
is
Michael
the
Penix. Missouri versus Washington.
this is one of the largest favorites for a rookie quarterback to be having his first starts. It's at 8.5. Falcons are favored by 8.5 at home. Taylor, no, Max, go first.
You said Falcons 8.5.
Yeah. I would use my money line if I was you. I would use my money line if I was you right here. This would be my other money line.
Falcons money line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. Taylor?
I'm gonna take the Giants to cover because the Falcons will win, but the Falcons will make this unnecessarily close.
You know, I was really close to like doing that just for
But now you're not because I did it.
No, well, Drew Locks, I like the way that he has a little bit more dimension in throwing to him. I know he might throw a lot of interceptions. I also like Tyron Tracy's been playing good. Malik Neighbors is a good wide receiver. But for some reason, I just see Michael Penix is going to have that game where it's just 3 touchdowns, 270 yards against a bad Giants team who just showed that they will give up a lot of passing yards. So give me the Falcons to cover the 8.5. I know it's a little wild.
Watch them actually run Bijan this week now that they
Yeah.
fucking put Penix out there.
Oh goodness. Oh man. I did not know this was happening this week. The Battle of Ass is happening this week, boys.
Uh-oh. That wasn't the Battle of Ass?
Colts versus Titans.
Oh, buddy, round two. Round 2 in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor, take this. Go ahead. Take it. Take it. Just
Well,
go
I
ahead and tell
mean,
me what's
playoff
happening.
implications.
For the
Sorry,
Titans?
playoff draft top pick implication. No, I guess the Colts. At least the Titans are losing like they're supposed to. The Colts are stuck in 8th place in the fucking AFC. What's the line?
Colts 3.5.
Yeah, the Colts will win.
Well, remember what happened last time?
They won.
Yeah, but who'd you pick?
I picked the Titans.
You might want to pick the Titans.
I want them to lose.
Max?
Who's Titans quarterback? I don't even
Y'all had Levis, but then y'all brought in Rudolph last game.
Is Rudolph starting still?
I don't know who's starting.
Give me
He's gonna pick the Titans if he knew Rudolph was starting. I know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
I think the Colts, because of how incompetent they are, will actually play good this week and then try to be like, yeah, we're back.
I'm gonna say like
fuckers.
It's gonna be a squad ride for the Colts. They kick the field goal.
Fuck you.
That sucks.
Damn it.
Yeah, squad ride for the Colts. I think they're fighting for their playoff lives, and I think the Titans want to lose. This is an interesting game. Jets at home versus the Rams. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams had it going last week. It's funny, Devontae Adams
and Garrett Wilson.
Had
it going with everybody.
Well, the thing is, Devontae Adams in the last like 2 quarters put up 150 yards.
Yeah, he scored.
2
touchdowns, 150 yards.
Yep. And obviously the Rams last week, they won without scoring a touchdown.
12-6.
12-6.
What's the line? And it's in where?
In New York, +3 for the Jets. Rams favored -3.
I'll ride with the Rams. They're now positioned to win that division, I believe.
I can already see what's going to happen. The Jets are going to finish the season off playing good.
When it does, they don't. When they don't need to be.
Yeah, give me the Jets to cover. You know how I feel about the Jets. I'm going to pick them. Max?
Yeah. Give me the Rams.
How about I ram it in your butt?
I'll be honest with you, if the Rams were up a
OBJ.
couple games in the division, I would pick the Jets. But since they're all like just pretty much
Yeah.
deadlocked, they cannot lose this game. So
I get it.
now
No.
but you're not saying they're winning. You're just saying they're covering the threes. So
Yep. Next up, big game: Seahawks at home versus the Vikings. The
this
Vikings
is
are
a
favored by 3.
good slate this week.
Yeah, it actually is a little bit. I thought it a little bit underrated.
Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs. Who?
I didn't say the Chiefs yet,
Yeah, we did Chiefs first.
did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chiefs versus the Texans.
Yeah, Chiefs, Texans, Ravens, Steelers.
Commanders, Eagles.
Yeah, Commanders, Eagles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Colts,
Yeah.
Titans.
No. Seahawks versus the Vikings. Vikings -3 on the road at the Seahawks. Max, what do you think?
Give me the Vikings.
Vikings.
Just better.
Vikings defense, man, they're just good. Gino should be playing. I know he has had a little bit of an injury last week. He should be playing, is what I've been hearing. But I like the Vikings. I mean, their offense has so many different weapons: Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison. I mean, it's gonna be interesting what they do with Sam Darnold in the offseason. Because like,
Yeah.
how can you get rid of that after the stats seeing the way he's playing?
Yes, good point. But
Are they gonna
I think
long
Max
term
could
him?
put up good stats throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Max has always been a really good quarterback, actually.
Oh fuck, he almost got it. Oh, he almost dropped it. They didn't almost get it.
So
Minnesota cover.
everybody's doing it.
Yeah,
Cover.
I can't win shit.
because Gino, whether he plays or not, he's hurt. And also, like, fuck the Seahawks. I picked them to fucking cover the 2.5, and the Packers beat the fuck out of them. So
Mhm. All right,
cool.
next up, Bills versus the Pats. Bills at home -14.5. Bills covered. Don't care.
Yep. Remember my philosophy on this. It sounds big, but it'll happen.
Hey, that's what I've been telling women for a long time.
I mean, I used this philosophy with the Ravens Giants game last week.
Yeah, next.
Bills.
Dolphins 49ers. Interesting. Dolphins at home. Last week we all I think we squad rode them against the Texans,
And they fucking lost.
They played horrible. Tua played awful. But this is at home. Dolphins play different at home, better weather.
And
49ers have a lot of injuries. Guerrero is probably not playing. They're going to be
he's
starting
doubtful.
Wilson,
Patrick
Wilson.
Taylor Jr.
Yeah.
And the other guy. They're going to be by committee. But yeah, they're
what
down to their
happened
fourth.
Juice Giuseppe or their fullback.
I
Is
don't
he
know.
playing? They should just let him run it.
He probably will get some carries.
Yeah.
What's the line?
+1 for the Dolphins at home. Give me the Dolphins cover.
Feels like a trap, doesn't it?
Nope. Max?
Give me the Dolphins.
Taylor Thompson?
This feels like a trap, but I'm taking the Dolphins.
We're doing a lot of squad rides this week.
Because I was counting that, writing them down. Yeah, we've done so far.
Have any of us had an undefeated week? I think that we've had.
No, I went 11-2. I think you went one loss one time. 4, 5. We have 6 squad rides right now.
Yeah, that's a lot for us. All right, Raiders versus the Jags. Raiders
Half
at
of
home.
them.
Jags, Mac Jones, excuse me. Kind of slinging it some. Raiders starting Desmond Ritter looked horrible. I mean, it's a shame what they did to Brock Bowers. I mean, he is just been so good, and then they want to throw Desmond Ritter back there and throw him the ball. It's just been horrible. They are at home. It's crazy for me to want to trust Mac Jones. But
It's looked good.
going to. Give me the Jags to cover the 1.5.
Is it their favored, right?
No, they're +1.5.
Oh yeah, I'm jagging off.
You're jagging off?
Yeah, Mac Jones has looked better than Trevor Lawrence this year.
He's been slinging it some, actually.
This is probably going to get old Mac a job next year, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he actually has been playing good, like playing very well. Max?
We'll like to jag off.
All 3 of us?
All three of us can jack off together.
Circle jack.
I mean, on the
We
pod.
now have 7 squad rides in 13 games we picked. Not a lot of movement and standings coming this week.
We might go
No.
undefeated.
Hey, imagine.
If we go undefeated in squad rides, that'd be pretty cool. But the most likely outcome is we go winless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. Kind of an underrated game. Cowboys looking a little bit better. Cooper Rush playing a little bit better. The real thing for them has been Dowdle, however you say his name. Cowboys running back, 100+ yards the past 3 weeks in a row. No touchdowns is interesting though. I'm watching for that to change this week. But they're playing the Buccaneers. Buccaneers put up a lot of points last week on the Chargers. They look really good.
Ooh.
Mike Evans is trying to get his 1,000-yard receiving season, and all he has to do, I think, the next 2 weeks is catch for 160 yards. So I think that's very likely. If you don't have want to put some bets, I'll just put Mike over whatever the receiving yards he's going to have. I think that's a really good one. Baker's slinging it. Bucky Urban's running it good.
He's questionable again, but I think
Rash-
he'll play. But I mean,
Rash-
Rashad White will be
Rashad
there.
White's a touchdown machine, by the way.
Yeah,
He's just a
yeah.
touchdown
Shout out
machine.
Rashad White. I shouldn't have dropped him because then Garrett.
Give me the Bucks, but I'm worried about this one. Cowboys could cover the 4, but I can't pick the Cowboys to cover. I'm gonna go Bucks. Taylor.
Bucks -4.
Oh God, no, no, no. What? Bucks? Oh my gosh.
Squad ride.
Squad ride. All right, last one. Monday night
Let's
game.
just squad ride it.
Last one too. I think.
Yeah.
I think we all probably will.
I like the organic ones.
Well, I think this will be organic.
It's-
Packers versus Saints. Packers at home. Saints starting Desmond Ritter on the road in Green Bay. -14. Packers
Oh
playing
yeah, I'm the
good.
squad. I'm ranking Green Bay
Yeah.
-14.
Yeah. All right. Lots of
Squad
squad rides
ride.
this week.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. I mean, especially that one. I think that
We
one's
do
happening
have
no matter
one
what.
game. We do have one game where we have 3 different outcomes technically picked, so that makes up for it. Let me find that real
Which
quick.
game is that?
That would be the Falcons. No,
Yeah.
no. Shit, that's
Yeah.
not that one. No, one of them where Max picked money line.
Max picked the money line on that one.
Yeah.
You did Falcons money line, or I thought you
Yeah.
did.
Falcons money line.
Me
Yep.
and you both had Giants.
Well, no. This is where it's different.
Oh.
Yeah, I
No,
had Giants.
Taylor
I
had
had- I
I
Falcons
had
to
Giants
cover.
+8.5. You had Falcons covering. He just has Falcons money line. So there is a scenario where one of we can't have So 3 different outcomes. I think that's 9 squad rides. 1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We listen to me right now. We after the Jets game. The last 6 games we all picked the same fucking thing.
Hey, you know what? Those last 6 games,
Maybe
the only
hit.
one,
Parlay that.
honestly, the only one I'd be worried about would be the
parlay
Seahawks and the
parlay
Vikings.
parlay this. Parlay Kansas City -3.5. Lions
Hold on,
-6.5.
wait, Taylor. Let me actually go ahead, continue.
I can tell you off camera. I can send you a
Yeah,
picture of it.
write it
to
down,
Preston.
and
Yeah.
I'll y'all send me some money. I'll send it to Preston.
Okay, Kansas City -3.5. Lions -6.5. Eagles -3.5. Indianapolis -3.5. Minnesota -3. Bills -14.5. Miami +1. Jacksonville +1.5. Bucks -4 and Green Bay -14. Put that together. The weekend's over squad ride parlay.
That's right.
That is a
Remember that.
11 team parlay. I have it written down, so I just tell
Okay,
you.
good,
I read it down separately and sent it to you.
Nice.
The only one I'm worried about is that the Vikings Seahawks one. That's the only one.
And I
that
mean,
I'm
the lines
crazy.
now. I will say this: the lines might be a little bit different, but we're not going to
They're
change
playing
it.
the Bears. I'm not worried
No,
about
I'm
the
saying
Bears.
the line it might
Oh, yeah, yeah.
move,
I
or it
thought you
might be
said that-
different on. Yeah, it
I
kind
thought you
of
said the Lions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we already just gave y'all the money line parlay. How about we just give y'all 3-team parlays? I mean, if you wanna,
Sure. Need me to go
you wanna,
first?
I got it.
Okay, go
So
first.
it's gonna be
Let me go
funny.
last. Let me go last. I'm writing this down.
That's fine. So my first one is actually the Lions versus the Bears, the 6.5. Bears have not done anything to impress me, so Lions have been dominant. I think they'll do it even on the road. Dolphins +1. Dolphins play different at home, and Bills -14. I mean, the Pats are just horrible. Max,
We got Rams -3 versus Jets. Panthers +5 versus Cardinals. And we got the Lions -6.5 versus Bears.
all right, Taylor.
Sorry. I'll do this and then I'll do my prize picks
Cool, that's fine.
back to back. So my 3-team parlay is I got the college football playoff, which starts tomorrow for one game, and then 2 college basketball games. So I got Tennessee money line at Ohio State,
That's
Mississippi.
not tomorrow.
But that's Saturday. I'm saying the playoffs start tomorrow.
Oh, sorry.
Indiana Notre Dame.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tennessee money line Saturday night at Ohio State. Let's ride with Mississippi State money line on the road at Memphis. SEC's continuing to win. It's pretty crazy. And then Auburn money line in Birmingham against Purdue. Janai Broom probably not going to play, so that might be a little questionable. But I still think Auburn could beat Purdue without Janai Broom. So yeah, let's ride it. And then my prize picks is Lamar over on the passing, 224 yards. I like Alex said, his first home game against Pittsburgh with fans. He's going to go off. Joe Mixon over the 60.5 rushing yards. They play at Kansas City. And my long shot, Alex is right. We were talking about this off camera. I probably should have picked Mark Andrews, but I'm going to go Isaiah Likely to score a touchdown.
You'll see why I said Mark Andrews.
Because it's in your parlay. I know why.
yeah, Max.
Let's see. I got Aaron Jones touchdown, rushing receiving touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown rushing receiving touchdown. Devontae Adams rushing receiving touchdown. And Drake London rushing receiving touchdown.
There you go. All right, guys. Y'all know how close last week I was. One touchdown Brock Bowers away from winning $750. You know what that means? It means I'm heating up. It means the next one is going to be the one. So you know what that means? I made the odds even higher for this one. This one right here, $10 wins you $1,300. Let me go ahead and read it off. 1 second. My phone's on 7%. Please don't die. First,
That would be
CeeDee
a
Lamb,
crazy.
CeeDee Lamb touchdown. Tampa Bay has a very weak defense. That can happen. Tyreek Hill touchdown. Miami plays different at home. San Francisco's defense is not that good this year. Next, Jahmyr Gibbs. This is the hard one. Over 1.5 touchdowns. David Montgomery is out. He's going to be primary. He's going to get a lot of touches, whether it's rushing or receiving. I think 1.5 is a good one. Najee Harris. Baltimore has a weak defense. He will get a touchdown against Baltimore. Mark Andrews, touchdown. So this is the one I'm mainly concerned about. Mark Andrews, touchdown. He's been playing really good recently. And I think the way that the Pittsburgh defense is, I think that allows him to have a little bit more opening. And then last, Nico Collins, touchdown. He's been a touchdown machine recently as well. I'm also worried about that one. Kansas City does have a good defense. But add them all together, $1,320. If you put $20 on it, that's going to be a $2,600 payout. Not bad. But yeah, that's it. That is
One more thing real quick before you sign off, because we'll do this on both pods. We just have our overall college basketball rankings. We're gonna do 2 games just real quick, and then you can pick it. I went on Torvik and found some of these lines, and so this is about what the lines will be. We base it off of these. Might be different for the game, but we're only doing 2 games this week, real quick. Memphis is hosting Mississippi State. Torvik has this as about a 2-point Memphis win. So I'm gonna but we're going to do 2.5. So 2.5. I will take Mississippi State to cover that.
Max, you go.
Mississippi State.
Where's it at?
Memphis.
Give me Memphis.
And then in Birmingham, this one's going to suck. I kind of gave us some leeway on this because right now the Torvik line is like 12.
I
But
was gonna say, the
that's
line's
so
gonna go down.
ridiculous.
The line's
So
gonna go down.
what I set it at is 8.5. Auburn versus Purdue in Birmingham. That's what it was earlier in the year. That's what I looked at it before Auburn beat one Maui. That's what I looked at. That one was like 8. So we'll do 8.5. Auburn cover. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I actually am gonna agree with you. I think Auburn covers. I think y'all's team is just really good. Even with, I mean, Bram's a big loss, but I think y'all's team is just that good.
Good thing is he's day to day, so we didn't lose him for anything. He'll be back for SEC play.
One last squad ride.
All right.
Hey, there we go. I like it.
Kind of scares the shit out of me, but okay.
I didn't give y'all the over for this weekend, and it's going to be. I think the lock will be the Seahawks and the Vikings game over 42.5. I'm not taking it. I just think that's the one. So, but
that's it.
Yeah,
We're
that's
done.
End of the pod. Do you have anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, college football playoff starts this weekend.
Yep, y'all enjoy.
So that should be fun.
We'll update y'all next week with our picks, how we went, and all that good stuff. But besides that, this has been the weekend's over. We hope you make some money. And y'all enjoy y'all's college football weekend / NFL weekend / NBA weekend / LeBron's the GOAT weekend. Thank you. Goodbye.
Diddy.